Hey friends, it's MAZIE with Barbecue by MAZIE. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're coming back, I really appreciate the support. Today we're talking all things chicken wings. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get crispy chicken wings on a pellet smoker. Today I'm using my new Pit Boss Austin XL Onyx edition. All right, so today I am using frozen chicken wings that are completely thawed. They load those chicken wings up with a lot of unnecessary liquid to plump them up. So it's really important if you're using frozen wings to not skip out on the steps I'm about to show you, or you, my friend, are not going to have a crispy chicken wing. Okay, so before we dive in and I start showing you my chicken wings have been on a wire rack in the fridge overnight, drying out. I covered them with a paper towel before I went to bed and woke up, and that paper towel was completely soaked from all the moisture it had drawn out of these chicken wings. When I say the moisture out of the chicken wings, I don't mean the chicken itself, I mean its skin, which is what we're trying to get crispy. So laying them out on the rack overnight is not mandatory, but the more effort you put into this, the crispier and more delicious they're gonna be. So at least make sure they're on a rack for 1 hour before you put them on the smoker. I'm gonna stop yapping. Let's jump in and start prepping these wings. Let's go. Now I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna pat them again with a paper towel. Okay, so at this point you can season your wings and put them on the smoker. Totally fine. You're going to still get pretty crispy skin. If you want to take it a step further, do this next optional step I am about to show you. Just get your wings into a gallon bag. You're going to get baking powder, and I do about a ½ teaspoon for every 12 wings. I've got 13 wings. We're going to do a ½ teaspoon, pour it into your bag. Then you're going to get the rub that you want to use. I'm using Pit Boss Nashville Hot. Add some rub to the bag. And shake it and coat all the wings. Now we're just going to add a little more rub just to make sure they're all coated how we want. Now we're gonna flip them over to the other side. Coat them up. Alright, so the reason I'm putting them on the left side is my firebox is right here. I want them to cook more evenly over here on the left side. Okay, so we're going to smoke our chicken wings at 250 degrees for 30 minutes to 1 hour. I recommend at least 30 minutes so your chicken wings can really take on some of that smoke flavor from your smoker before you crank up the temperature to crisp up the skin. Any longer than 1 hour, I think your chicken is going to get a little bit rubbery and slimy. I definitely would not recommend smoking them at a low temperature for the entire cook. I found the sweet spot for smoking them is about 45 minutes before cranking up the temperature and finishing out the rest of the steps. Through that first smoking period, we are going to come out and rotate them every 15 minutes because the heat from our Pit Boss is coming up from the bottom. So we want to make sure that we are cooking those skins evenly. I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna crack my first Diet Coke of the day. I'll see you back out here in exactly 15 minutes. Let's go. It's been 15 minutes. Let's flip them. Flipping those chicken wings. We'll be back in 15 more minutes. Would you believe me if I told you it's been another 15 minutes? So we're flipping our wings. All right, so we've reached the 45-minute mark, and I just want to show you what the temperature of these wings is. I'm gonna go on a bigger one here. About 135. All right, so I said I was going to smoke mine 45 minutes. So now I am going to flip them as I move mine over on top of my firebox here. This is where all my heat is coming in. I'm also going to increase the smoker temperature to 400 degrees. Our smoker is at 400 degrees now. All we're going to do is continue flipping them every 15 minutes until we reach an internal temperature of about 200 degrees. For chicken wings, I like to take them past the 165 and go to about 190 to 200. So if you're at home and you've decided to smoke your wings for 30 minutes or an hour, at this point you're still going to crank your grill temperature up to 400. Keep flipping them every 15 minutes. As you're flipping them, just come in, take your temperature, see where your chicken wings are at, and get them to that 190 to 200 degree mark. They smell so good. At 400 degrees, these are not going to take much longer to finish off though. So mama's getting excited. Let's go. I flipped these a couple times. I flipped them at about the 8-minute mark just because one side was starting to get charred. So we're going to check the temperature now, and we're right about that 200 range. So these are finished. Check out how crispy that wing is. So crispy. So I'm going to show you, we've done our dry rub on these ones. They're completely done, ready to eat. I'm going to sauce half of them just so you can see the process if you want to do sauced. So I've just got Buffalo Wild Wings medium sauce. Put them in a bowl. Don't use cold sauce. Use room temperature or warmed up sauce. Oh, it smells so freaking good. The smoker is still at 400 degrees. We're just putting them right back on. All right, we just want that sauce to kind of have time to set on it a little bit. I'm going to keep an eye on them at this point, so I'm going to check in about 5-10 minutes. Okay, so while the sauce ones cook, I'm going to try one of the dry rub wings. We got Nashville hot on these. So crispy. Can you hear it? Do it into my mic. Okay, chicken wing. Woo! This chicken wing has no business being this delicious, but it is. All right, our sauced wings are ready to come off the smoker. Looking so delicious. To recap, smoke these chicken wings at 250 degrees for 45 minutes. Then we bump the temperature up to a nice scorching 400 degrees. We flipped them. I said every 15 minutes, but they were cooking quick, and I wanted to make sure each side of the skin got a little crispy. So I did it about every 8 minutes. Just keep an eye on them because this part will go fast. When we reached the internal temperature between 190 to 200, they were done. Our dry rub were completely finished. We tossed some sauce, some little buffalo sauce, put them back on the smoker at 400 degrees just to let that sauce tack up and set in a bit. Total cook time on these wing beans is about 1 hour. Last time I made a wing video, I dipped my wings in ranch, and boy, did that stir up a controversy. So this time, I'm not even going to dip them in anything. I'm not giving you anything to talk about. But let me know in the comments, are you a ranch dipper or a blue cheese dipper? No judgment, no hate. Just people got very passionate about that. Gotta try a buffalo. I'm going to go drum on this one. Are you a drum guy or a flat guy? I think I tend to lean towards flats, but I'm really just a chicken wing guy. Oh my gosh. These buffalo ones are so good. Woo! Smoked chicken wings are truly one of the best things you can make on your smoker. If you're struggling to get your chicken wings crispy, please follow this method and let me know what you think down in the comments. If you've watched this far, please comment rainbow chicken just so I know who's hanging out with me until the bitter end. I appreciate you guys so much. This was a fun and delicious cook on the Pit Boss today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. You have a great rest of your day. Let's go.
Good.